rounds there. And a great fight. Fight that lived up to what I expected it to be. You getting on there, Cal?
Yeah, if you want.
On a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you feel? I know you felt you won, mate. And it was both.
Yeah, I mean,
96-95, wasn't it?
Yeah, one round, but I thought, I mean, it started a little bit slow. Got them long arms. I thought once I figured them out, I was fine. I mean, I felt I was doing the more work because he was nicking breathers, and you could see he was getting tired, so he was going back. To me, I felt like I had it in the tank. I could have done another 10 rounds. It doesn't matter. I felt fit, but I just thought the cleaner shots and him backing up. I just thought I'd won it.
I just spoke to him now, and obviously he feels the same. He felt he did the work. He felt he won 7 rounds to 3. I was catching bits of the fight. I managed to watch the last 5 rounds, but I was sat next to Aki from British Boxing TV, and I was asking him who's up here. He felt like Jimmy was up, but then he felt the same as me. He felt he won the last 3 rounds, and at the end of it, he asked me who I felt, and I said to him, it could be a draw. But, you know, it was a result I couldn't argue with. I don't know, you feel upset.
I just think the result was right.
Just had a text of Pat Ward. You know, and he knows his boxing, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
And Pat thinks we just got the upper hand on him, like, so, you know, so... I thought Rick started slow. I told him not to go out because, you know, Jimmy, I know what Jimmy's about, and I know Lee Beard, I got him firing on the back foot and, you know, waiting for him, so it was a chest game to begin with, because he's a counter puncher. We hadn't boxed for 12 months, so his sharpness wasn't just quite there, but I thought he was still good enough to beat Jimmy Kelly.
But we was fit, we were sharp, we was fit, and no excuses. I thought I'd won the fight.
Yeah.
And what does that mean for you now then? Because obviously...
I'm just going to have to go back to the drawing board. I mean,
we're not giving it.
Fucking devastated with the loss, but I mean, if I'm showing that I'm up there with people like Jimmy Kelly, who supposedly...
Because he's obviously paying a lot of interest in the next fight. He's looking for a rematch with Smith or Williams if he wins. So, you know, that proves to me that, you know, those boxing skills of yours are definitely not eroded away with...
I'm no disrespect to Jimmy, but I like a return. I'd like to fight him again.
Well, that might be a thing that happens because it's a fight that did live up
and
to
this time fight for the title.
Because that's another thing. You both groups of you had to cope with a lot of disappointment here because everything. 1, money. 2 was making fight for a title. We got found out on Wednesday, and the third, which was to me was an insult, was that we had to wear at 11 stone and he was 4 pound heavier. No, it was just over 3 pound heavier. It was just
over 3 pound heavier, but it was just badly organised. Nobody's not taking the blame. But we took this fight. Nobody could be in a fight with Jimmy Kelly.
Yeah.
That, you know, we took the fight because it was a title. Jimmy was not ranked number 4. Is he ranked number 3, number 4?
Yeah, I think he's ranked number 4.
You know, and I think.
You might be right.
And I just think it affected I think it just affected his performance because in the gym he's looking brilliant in the gym. And tonight I didn't think he was as sharp as what I know he can be and what he can do.
Well, I've been really impressed to see that because I thought you looked beautiful at times in there, mate. There was that movement of yours and the way you were dipping under the jab and then stepping to the side and little uppercuts in. It was nice watch, but I do feel like when he was on the front foot early on in the fight, he was throwing the biggest single clean shot.
Yeah, but he was blocking.
But again, you know, it's how you perceive it, isn't it? You perceive it that way. And a few people who I spoke to did feel that way. So I felt, you know, if you would have got it by 1 point, I don't think I would have argued. And same his way, I can't see an argument. But it was a great fight, which is what I wanted to see. And
but I still believe there's 2-3 levels. I still believe there's 2-3 levels, Lee. I honestly believe anybody who knows Rick Godin knows what he's like in the gym and what he can do.
I never left it in the ring.
When we fought in Germany, we fought the European champion, and we beat him. You know,
and got a terrible decision.
Got a terrible decision. You know, Rick is coming back to that level again now, and I know. You know, I really want to return. I do want to return. I want us to fight, but I want us to fight for a title next time.
Yeah, because like I say, the disappointment was there was lots of on multi levels, wasn't there? Weight, no title, money. I mean, we weren't even sure until this morning whether the fight was going to actually go ahead, wasn't it? You know, so
yeah. Well, there were a lot of reasons why, which was to me very unprofessional. It feels like we got the short straw.
Like I say, I don't think it was on their behalf. It was just a miscommunication. They were told it was now because it's not a title fight. They got told on Wednesday.
Everybody, they knew. Everybody, you know, we're not naive in this game. We know what goes on. You know, we was told the week before that there might not be a title shot, but there might be. So they knew before then.
Yeah.
It's just what peed me off is when they said, "Oh, the weight and the money." So that you know, we were so tunnel vision up to that point. I'm not saying that was why we got beat. I'm not saying that Jimmy did one last tonight, but.
But all I can say is, when there's two people that I personally know, because I know Jimmy really well, I did.
Listen, I'm having a moan for Rick. I am having a moan, and Jimmy and his dad are lovely people.
Yeah.
And I mean that sincerely.
Oh, they are. Listen, all I can say is, I wanted you both going out and do yourself proud. And Rick, I just thought it was a beautiful boxing display. Boxing at its finest. And for me, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm glad you both did yourself proud, and it was as close as it was. But the result is like I say, if you wasn't upset, I'd be very surprised, and if it would have gone the other way and he wasn't upset, I would have been the same as, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so congratulations to both of you
cheers,
on a fantastic fight, and like I say, it might happen again.
Cheers. Lee, you're a jinx.
I know, I'm sorry lads, I'm terrible. Lately I've not been doing you any favours, so I'm very, very sorry. But congratulations.
Cheers, Lee. Thank you, mate.
Bye bye.
Cheers.